I was thinking about what the song kind of means to me, it's like, yeah, there's certain things and certain stages of life that are good things to be involved in and that you're going to have to do. So you got to do them. You got to push yourself to do them, but you can also do them a bit more in the way that works for you.
It's really about like embracing yourself. Like the song is like a love song about like the way Sean puts it is an introverted person cosplaying as an extroverted person.
Mm.
And that's a great way of putting it. And the song is kind of just about accepting this is how I see the world. And it's quirky and strange, but this is how I see it.
What's up, y'all? I'm Kelly Clarkson.
Hey, it's Steve McRae.
Hey, I'm Josh from the band Need to Breathe.
I'm Olivia Lunny.
We are so excited to welcome to the Kelly Alexander Show, Akon. Hi.
What up, Kels?
Hey, I'm Judy Gold.
And I'm hanging out with the Kelly Alexander Show.
This is Jordan, and I'm hanging out on the Kelly Alexander Show.
I'm Rob, and I'm hanging out on the Kelly Alexander Show.
I'm hanging out with the Kelly Alexander Show right now.
Jealous?
We are very excited to welcome to the Kelly Alexander Show a pop Canadian duo. I cannot wait to talk to them, Sean Terrio and YASSiN. Guys, thanks so much for joining us on the show. We've got lots to talk about.
Yeah, happy to be here. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Of course. So to start off, I actually wanted to go back a little bit for people who maybe don't know your origin story, if I can call it that.
Yes.
So how did you guys hook up and start working together musically?
So there's an open mic place in the town we're from, Oakville, Ontario, and it's there's only one music venue, and they've had an open mic there for 20 something years. Sadly, it actually just closed down. The original location closed down, but it was this funny situation where Sean decided one day randomly to, hey, let me try singing at an open mic for the very first time ever. He had never done that or sang in public like that before. And randomly, my buddy's dad, his name is Billy Ross, shout out Billy, invited me to have a beer at this open mic he wanted to go to. And I had never been, and I don't even drink beer, but I said yes because I'm kind of a yes man kind of person. And as I walked in, Sean was singing, and it was kind of like I had a song written that I knew he would sound amazing on, and we kind of locked eyes and became best friends right there and then. And just since that moment, we've been making music together.
That's awesome. That doesn't happen very often. So, like, I think the universe was at work for sure with you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that's the Moonshine Cafe, soon to reopen.
yeah.
Oh, amazing. Now, like when you guys hooked up, like I've seen so much social media from you guys in preparing for this interview, and like you guys seem to have like the most fun ever together and do all kinds of fun things on your social media, which I'm assuming has helped get you all these followers that you have, like along with being talented recording artists and musicians. So, what's it like the response that you've been getting just off based off your social media like exposure?
Well, honestly, it's been, I think in any like creator or artist journey, definitely that validation of a bunch of people tuning in. Now with social media, you could just be sitting on your couch and have such a big reaction. So it is really nice. It's like, wow, we've been plugging away at this thing for some years now.
Yeah.
And just to have that kind of moment, even if it wasn't solely about the music for that virality,
Yeah.
it was cool. There were definitely times you're not sure how to feel. You're like, wait, what? The
Yeah.
people from here are listening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been this amazing weird thing because we've been hustling at this forever. It feels like forever. It hasn't. It's been 4 or 5 years together. I've been in the industry or trying to be in the industry for 10 years, but we're just plugging away at the social media game, and all of a sudden people start reacting and like laughing at the things that we like to laugh about. And it's nice. The challenge is obviously like, how do we get those people to listen to the music? But, we're happy to make people laugh. That's part of what we do. And we just didn't think it would hit in such a massive way. Yeah.
I was recently interviewing another Canadian artist from Ottawa, and she's like legit gone like crazy, like with her social media. Her name's Chrissy Spratt, and like she has like a gajillion people that are following her. And I
Yeah.
asked her, I'm like, do you have like a social media team now? And she's like, no, I do it all myself. And so we had a whole conversation, and I'll ask you some of those questions because, like, I'm wondering because you guys have had like such success and it continues to go. Like, is there a lot of pressure for you guys to keep coming up with creative content? And like, how do
No.
you manage that to kind of stay calm and just produce?
It's there's an incredible amount of pressure that I feel where now I feel because we're 30, we're not TikTok people.
Yeah.
We don't like this is not something I look at for like enjoyment. I rather do other things. But so it's a challenge already to just like be on there. And now I feel this pressure of like there is this really big audience, which is, what we've always wanted. But now it's like, okay, what's the right thing to put? Luckily, our content, we've been lucky that we never had to like fake anything. It's always been a genuine like let's just do this is what we would do in our spare time hanging out. So that helps. But
Mhm.
then now it's so overwhelming. I'm like, okay, should I post this today? Should I post this at 3 p.m. on
Mm.
Friday? It's too much, and I wish I had a team to handle it. But right now, it is causing me to go gray. So
It is like a full-time job though, right, Sean? Because it's crazy how much you have to keep the algorithm going.
Yeah, it is. I can see, yeah, you're just kind of feeding the beast, right?
yeah,
And, hoping obviously you have a moment that resonates and gets picked up by the algorithm. But then, yeah, Yassin's just working away at it, posting. Like, obviously, we shoot the stuff together and we make the bits, but the whole strategy behind it, I'm like, didn't consider that was something a strategy needed to be made for, right? So
Mhm.
it's just a whole new world.
yeah.
Did you guys get because I know like you guys met just like before pandemic. I'm not sure if it was a full year or what have you, but did you find during pandemic like you were leaning on social media and that's how kind of things started to get going for you guys in the first place?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, social media is really what got us a fan base to begin with. Because we met it wasn't a full year. It was like a few months before
Mhm.
COVID hit. And we put out our first song together like right when COVID hit. And we were doing Instagram live videos and people would tune into that. And then all of a sudden we had a following. And so yeah, we really relied on that for those few years.
Now, talk to us about the music because we have a song that we're going to talk about, which is the new one, "Time Alone." I did want to just briefly touch before we get to "Time Alone" about your debut album, which came out last year, if I've done my research. Just try. When you guys put that out, like, how did that feel to actually have a debut album, and did it do what you wanted it to do?
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll try. I think it was such a combination of not knowing what to feel, certain days just being very normal. It's like, okay, well, this is kind of what we do. So we put out music. We'd been putting out singles up until that point. And then, yeah, you do have these kind of surreal, lucid moments where you're like, whoa, I've been listening to music. I know albums that are like, oh, that's a legendary album. And now we have made one of those things, not let we'll let other
Whoa,
people
whoa,
decide if it's
whoa.
legendary. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that just an album, like a
Yeah.
collection of your own music. And
Yeah.
so there's a bit of disbelief while being paired with just another Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Just business as usual.
And the way that album came about, like we had written it and then we finished recording it like almost a year before it came out. And we were really trying to play the industry and like we were taking all the label meetings. We were talking to so and so, trying to see how do we put this record out the proper way before we ended up just doing it independently. So that was like, since there's so much time in between us finishing the project and then having everyone hear it, it felt there was this kind of strange disconnect. And it's still doing what we wanted to do. Like I would say we all want our debut albums to go number one and all that stuff, but these days with music, I feel like it's the long game. So it's like Pink Pony Club by Chapel Roan, right? That came out in 2020. It only became a hit last year. Like I think every day there's more and more people listening to our album, and that feels amazing. And it's just kind of we have to tell ourselves it's not the music industry that we grew up like idolizing. It's
Mm.
so different.
Mhm.
So no, we didn't get the big million streams first week or anything, but over time, it's been really special seeing how many people have connected to it.
Mhm.
Was it a big decision or an easy decision to go independent? Because I know you just talked about having label meetings, and it's just such an interesting time to be in. And I would say it's the last several years where we're there, where artists can really kind of like, captain their own ship.
Mhm.
And so are you enjoying captaining your own ship?
Well, oh, you take.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go after.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like I am enjoying it. I like it ended up being an easy decision to go independent. We've always just been independent, and things started happening with social media and all that where people were taking our meetings, taking our calls, and I thought we would be dumb to not entertain those conversations, but just nothing sat right. And the amount of time and effort that we both spent in like
Mhm.
learning how to run social media ads and like figuring out branding and those sort of things, like, we are our own label, and it feels really great again because this industry too, like they want you to make a very specific type of TikTok to like post every day. And we tried all that. It never worked. Luckily, it all just came down to we've been able
Mm.
to do it the way we've wanted to do it from the
Yeah.
get-go.
Yeah, and like that, doing it the way we want to do it is definitely a very powerful thing because
It's harder,
you
but
can quickly have a good thing going and then disappear into the ether of
Mhm.
being in an industry or
Well,
corporation.
it's really interesting. Like, I think you guys probably made, well, I think you made the right decision. You know what I mean? To
yeah.
do it. Because it's funny, I've been fortunate to interview like a ton of artists, especially Canadian ones, and ones who you have heard on the radio. And I can count like many on my fingers who have decided and maybe it was kind of forced upon them too, but I do think several of them were very happy to go back to being independent
Mhm.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
after having like label success. So I think it's kind of good that you guys are captaining your own ship right now and deciding how it goes. And just quickly back to social media for a moment, did you like where do you find your most success? Is it on TikTok or is it on Instagram? Like what is your platform of magic?
Well, so now it's become, at first it was TikTok. The first viral thing that ever happened to us was a TikTok video. Now they're both at the same, like technically TikTok we have like 92,000 followers. Instagram's slowly catching up. We're at like 85 now.
Hmm.
Um, but Instagram is just like where I feel like we can convert more people to like say, this is a funny thing. Also click this and listen to our song.
By the way, yeah.
TikTok, it feels like we can get a lot of views on there, but it's a lot, people are a lot quicker. They're not clicking to look at the profile, clicking the links. At least that's our experience. So
Hmm.
Instagram has always kind of been number one for us.
Mhm.
And I think for a lot of artists, it kind of is um, a big, like, you can really feel like you can stay in touch with fans this way. I mean, maybe there's like young artists who do that better on TikTok, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider us like a young artist.
No, we're old decrepit men.
Yeah. Yeah.
Joining us on the Kelly Alexander Show, Canadian pop duo YASSiN and Sean Terrio. Make sure you follow them on Instagram and all of their social media handles at YASSiN and Terrio. Let's talk about the new song "Time Alone." So, how did it come about, and why did you decide to drop it as like this like pretty important single where you are wanting to get the word out about it?
Yeah,
Mm.
you wanna go with that one?
Yeah, well, I think this the start of this year, this calendar year, we were eager to start expanding our horizons and who we work with and how we create music and create stuff. And so literally it was like our first writing session with another friend of ours.
Yeah, it was the first time we ever wrote with anyone who wasn't just us two in a
Yeah,
room.
yeah. So, and that is kind of a big deal because you're like, oh, I know how we do it, and
Yeah.
even like you consider the years that we could go on to do it and develop a way. But anyways, so we show up, and I'm I'm driving to the house, and I'm like, oh, what am I gonna bring to the table? And I start like kind of like beatboxing this little like kind of melody and whatnot, and then I bring it to these guys, and slowly but surely we just start piecing together what turns out to be a full melody, a hook, a verse, and an
It
idea for a
it
song.
was very quickly
Mm.
like it's the classic thing you hear a lot of artists say where it's like it took us 30 minutes, and it
Yeah.
kind of did because Sean showed up and he's known for these kind of magical moments. He's like,
Mm.
I recorded myself beatboxing, listen to it. And he's beatboxing, but he's singing a melody as he's beatboxing because he's like Michael Jackson. And immediately I was like, here's the chord progression. Here are the words, and it just
Mm.
flew together.
Mm.
And yeah, after our album came out, we had a real hard time being creative. We had like a really hard time writing anything new. It felt like we were very blocked by just the amount of incredible effort it took to even release it the way we wanted to. And that's why at the beginning of this year, we said, let's write with new people, let's record with new people, let's get other producers other than me and do it completely differently than what we're used to. And yeah, once we wrote it with someone we never wrote with before, we got it co-produced with someone who like we never worked with before, mixed by someone brand new, and uh and yeah, like it feels like another just reawakening or a next, I guess, another phase of what our brand or careers are going to. And yeah,
And
we're
do you
really
think
excited.
like more singles are on the way like after this, or will you then like drop some more singles and then put out an EP, or is another album coming? Do we know what we're doing?
Maybe. I
It
don't know. No, yeah.
we definitely have a few more singles already done, ready to go, and there will be an EP, and that'll probably come out like early New Year. But we have one, maybe two more singles coming out this year, so it's going to be a pretty busy fall season for us. And we're excited about all of it. Our first duet ever is coming out as a single,
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's going to be good.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Now, with regards to the song with Time Alone, what do you want fans to take away from it? Like, is there a message there?
Um, yeah. Yeah, no,
There is one.
there is a message there. I think when we were thinking about it, when I was thinking about what the song kind of means to me, it's like, yeah, yeah, there's certain things and certain stages of life that are good things to be involved in and that you're going to have to do. So you got to do them. You got to push yourself to do them, but you can also do them a bit more in the way that works for you. I guess it's kind of like being independent as artists, you know. There's going to be more work. You are going to do the work. You are working towards the thing, but
Yeah,
you have to kind of make a framework for yourself. That's a very general,
that's a very,
high level way of describing it.
yeah,
If you enjoy things, you enjoy things. Yeah.
and I would just say, yeah, the message is, it's really about like embracing yourself. Like the song is like a love song about, like the way Sean puts it is an introverted person cosplaying as an extroverted person.
Mm.
And that's a great way of putting it. And the song is kind of just about accepting this is how I see the world, and it's quirky and strange, but this is how I see it. And mostly we want people to feel good. It's a very feel good song. It's very upbeat. It's very like driving to the cottage in the summer. Like we want people to feel nice and have an upbeat
Yeah.
song, especially these days. So
Yeah.
yeah.
How would you guys actually describe your sound, and do you think it's still evolving? Like, I know you guys have been together for several years at this point, but like, are you still finding out your sound?
I think it's constantly evolving. We always say like it's
Mm.
in our bios and all that that we are a genre blending duo, and to like that's kind of how it's always been because
Mm.
we grew up listening to everything, right? Like I was listening to Billy Joel, the Beatles, and Jay-Z, and Linkin Park, and System
Mm.
of a Down, and Alexis on Fire. Like, and Sean had this just a diverse range of music he grew
Mm.
up listening to, and it all comes across into what we make. We never
Mm.
thought there's no moment where we're like, we need to make this where songs sound more pop. It's
Mm.
just how it sounds. I feel like we definitely got to a certain level with the album where it felt like this is our sound. The album felt like whatever
Mm.
this is, it feels like us.
Mm.
But there are new levels we're kind of discovering each time we work with new
Mm.
people, new things that new ways Sean's able to sing where I'm like, oh, that's something we've never done before.
Mm.
And it does constantly evolve.
Yeah, there's like a certain familiarity when we make something that's like, oh yeah, that's very us, but it's almost like the sound that is us is the next thing,
Yeah.
right? You know?
And
So to your point,
yeah.
like evolving constantly in maybe small ways, but still pushing the needle forward.
Yeah.
You mentioned off the top that you have people listening, obviously from different parts of the world. Obviously, you have a fair amount, I'm certain, of Canadian fans. The other people that you know that are listening, like, are you going to tour over there? Are you going to do some tour dates in Canada? Like, are we seeing you on stage?
We are hoping to see all of them, especially next year. We just got back from the East Coast. We were playing in Halifax 2 weeks ago. That was our first time in the East Coast, and we met so many people who followed us from the beginning, which was amazing. And
Yeah.
And there's always more shows in Canada. We're trying to get down to like we're trying to get to Europe. We have a lot of fans out there. We just played our first shows in the States recently. Um, and yeah, like we're trying to get everywhere. And
Mm.
we got a ton of shows coming up for the rest of the year. We're playing the National Bank Open next week. And then we have every year during the holidays, like during Christmas time, a thing we put on called Rock the Halls, which is a big charity show we host with Canada's Walk of Fame. We last year we raised a bunch of money for Kids Help Phone and collected 1,000 toys for Make a Wish, and that's the next big project for this year. But next year we're going everywhere. We're going to be playing a bunch of festivals. It's going to be kind of all over the place.
Hmm.
For those of the audience that listens to this show, like we're fortunate we have also lots of people that listen and tune in around the world to the show, and we do have a lot of amazing American fans that tune in. So
Mm.
on behalf of Americans, even though I'm Canadian, I would like to ask on their behalf, how important is it for you guys to have like a strong presence at some point in the States, or getting where you want to get down there? Because it just
Yeah.
seems like I know, like, again, I've been fortunate to interview so many Canadian artists, and mostly to a person, they all say they're super happy with what's happening in Canada for them, but there's always this thing about breaking in the States. Is that the same for you
Yeah.
guys?
Yeah, I think with entertainment in the US, it kind of sets the bar in a lot of ways. And like whether we want it to be different or love it, that definitely is the prevailing sentiment. And I'm originally from Massachusetts. All my family
So,
is kind of spread out in the northeastern states. So it is important. We will have a foothold in Cape Cod and Massachusetts.
yeah,
And it is because there's a lot of great places to play in. Like you can take whatever aspects of identity out of it. There's just folks down there who love music,
yeah,
who may be interested in what we do, and we're eager to explore it. And there's also just iconic spots that all the artists we listen to played at, or
yeah.
certain things. So yeah, it's definitely on our minds.
It,
Yeah.
it's as you know, it is such an important place to play and get popular in. But like there's just this beautiful global market now, which is
Mm,
so exciting for especially independent artists
yeah.
because
Hmm.
we have friends who are independent artists who like they play to 200 people here, but they can play arenas in South Africa, and
Mhm.
like that's so cool to us. And like there's no other like the time right now that we live in where we can do that is really
Yeah.
incredible. And yeah, just Sean being half American is such a big part of who we are, and we love playing. Like
Yeah.
we love the idea of playing down there,
Yeah.
and there's again, like Sean said, so many legendary venues that we've always dreamt about playing.
Mhm.
Before I let you go, I have a couple of questions that I like to ask, fast facts for fans to get to know you a little better. So,
Okay.
I'll start with Yasin. Who is like the artist or producer in top 40 land, just so like most people would know, that you'd love to sit down and have like dinner with to like pick their brain?
Jack Antonoff from the Bleachers, and he's probably number one. I mean, I always Quincy Jones just passed away, but Quincy Jones is my hero, so he'd be
Amazing.
there too.
Sean?
Oh, I think Philip Bailey from Earth, Wind, Fire. He does a lot of their falsetto work. Um, also, there's some metal vocalists or more hard vocalists like Devin Townsend. I think I said his name right. Then Layla Hathaway. I'm just giving you everyone. Yep, Yeba. Anyone who's
Be quick. It's supposed to be
good at singing, them. Got
quick.
you.
Yeah.
Sean, you totally have Teddy Swim vibes. Am I wrong? Like you do. Like
No, yeah, we get that
uh
parallel.
I've
Yeah.
I've interviewed him too, and like you're giving me the Teddy vibes that I want to hang out with him. So keep it up. He's so fun and so talented also, just like you
Yeah,
guys.
he's awesome.
I know like you guys are a duo, but here's a question for you. If you could be in any girl group or boy band group text, who would it be?
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
wait, it's only boy, girl. Oh, what a question. I mean, I would be so curious to see what the Aqua group chat is like. We are the cartoon heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's a great question. I'm like literally looking at my wall of vinyls to be like to see if I could be inspired by anything. I mean, if Flew and Mac had a group chat back in the day, it would be funny to be a part of that
Yeah.
group chat.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Is what TV sitcom or TV drama from when you were like in your teen years would you love to see rebooted?
Mm,
Oh
wow.
man.
I'm not a huge sitcom guy. I'll just think of a show.
Yeah. Like it's
Is
funny, and obviously I'm not trying to influence your answers, but a lot of people will mention like things like Friends or like ER or like Scrubs or whatever. And so
mm,
anything you want, but like yeah, it's fun to see what people would love to see
I
rebooted.
loved my shows were House,
oh
24, and then a show, I guess sitcom wise, like I love Seinfeld, but I don't want that to be rebooted. I would probably say like was it called Wayne's Brothers? Like the Wayne's Brothers
Oh
show
yeah, yeah. Mm,
on BET. That was a great show.
mm.
yeah.
Um,
Oh, I loved Run's House, Run DMC,
I
Reverend
don't
Run.
I don't even know what that is.
That's so good.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Do you actually have a chore? I'll start with Sean. Do you actually have a chore around the house that you like to do?
Ooh, good question. Garbage.
Taking
It's
out the
just
garbage?
it's cathartic. You just say we're done. Yeah.
Game over, man.
Recycling. I used to work at the beer store in Ontario, so recycling, it's just in my blood now.
Yeah. That's
Amazing. Yasin?
mine, I guess, like is cooking a chore. Like
Oh, well, I think
I
that's
love
yeah.
cooking. That's like if I wasn't making music, I'd probably be trying to cook in a
Okay.
professional way.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And last thing, just because I'm based in Montreal, have you guys been here before and are you gonna come perform for our Montreal fans?
So we are probably in November, I think, trying to book a show right now because we're doing Ottawa and then I think we're going to head to Montreal. I was actually just there for a bachelor party 3 weeks ago and I had Schwartz for the first time and it blew my mind.
Mm,
And and yeah, we went to the Olympic Village and drank a lot of beer and I
mm.
love Montreal. My
Okay.
one of my best friends went to McGill, so I've had a lot of core memories as a young, like as an 18-year-old in Montreal.
Amazing. Sean,
Yeah.
have you come here?
Hmm. Once before visiting some family, we kind of met in Montreal, and it was definitely a family get together. So no crazy antics or partying.
Not yet.
Not yet. But yeah, beautiful city. It
Yeah.
like we just drove through it on our way back from
Halifax.
Halifax,
Yeah, we
and
stopped there for dinner.
yeah, we
I
stopped.
forgot.
Yeah, yeah, beautiful, great city.
Yeah.
Mix of new and old. It's awesome.
Amazing. Actually, just a quick thing before I let you go. The Beaches, who are obviously from your neck of the woods in Toronto, I was interviewing Kylie Miller, and she said that I think it was last year the girls were on their way to Quebec City and they stopped in Montreal for dinner. Like they made the tour
Yeah.
bus stop to have dinner in
Yeah,
Montreal.
no,
Oh, I
that's
love it.
great.
Yeah.
So
We would do the same thing.
Yeah.
yeah, that's really cool. And last question, for people who don't know, there's so many people that do know you, but for people who don't know you yet, what do you want to leave them with? What do you want them to know about YASSiN and Terrio?
I'd say we're a real good time. Uh, if you want to laugh, if you want to listen to some soulful music, I would say come check us out.
Hmm.
We'd love to make you dance and make you laugh. And yeah,
I can't add anything. That's exactly what. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Amazing. Guys, thank you so much for doing this. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
That
happy to do it.
that is YASSiN and Sean Terrio. Don't forget to check out their new single "Time Alone." Their debut album came out last year called "Just Try," and then follow them for sure on all of their social media accounts. YASSiN and Sean Terrio. Hey, it's Kelly Alexander, and thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Kelly Alexander Show, so you are the first in line for all the cool content coming your way.